So I didn't know exactly what I wanted to talk about today, but I've been working with artificial intelligence, so things like ChatGPT and Consensus AI. Muse is another tool that I've been using to do some writing. And one of the things that I've been really interested in has been creating customized GPTs. Now, I don't know that much really about artificial intelligence. I've been using ChatGPT since it first came out, and I was able to, get access to that shortly after it came out to the public. And I started to play around with it, trying to do a variety of different things, most of them related to like research and writing, those types of things. But I also started to delve into the other models as well. So using Copilot, for example, and one of the earlier models that I use is a program called SudoWrite, and that program is to help people, create fiction. And that was something that's been really interesting, though I haven't been successful at creating something that I would really want other people to read. It's been something that's been, you know, fun to play around with and create a variety of things, but there really hasn't been anything that I felt like, okay, that's really good enough to publish and put out to people to make it interesting. Now, same thing is with ChatGPT that I've learned to use and create and craft better prompts and get information. I know that there's a lot of things out on YouTube, for example, where people are using artificial intelligence to make money. Now, I haven't been able to successfully make money using one of these tools. I'm sure there are other people out there that can do that. I've looked at different ways to do it, and it's great at generating ideas. I use it as a brainstorming tool all the time to think of different, concepts or putting two things together or finding out more information about something. It's been a great tool for learning. Oftentimes, there is a process of like really massaging it to make it give you what you're looking for. It doesn't do great, as some of you probably know, it doesn't do great with just giving it something general and vague. If you give it something general and vague, you're going to get a general kind of Google search type of answer. It's going to give you kind of the lowest common denominator for those types of things. But it does give back some really interesting answers once you are able to figure out some different prompts for it. Now, I think the course that I used was through Coursera, and there's a course on Coursera where I've been able to learn more about prompt engineering and those types of things to create better prompts, and that's really shaped the way that I approach ChatGPT and some of these other programs and the quality of the answers that I get back. So I'm getting better quality answers, but it doesn't seem like there's some magic way to make money from using it. I'm sure that there are people out there who can do that. That's just probably not one of my skill sets, is taking the things that I find out from there and transforming it into real action. The things that I've found helpful for it has been things that I use for around the house. So a good example for that is if I have some tasks that I have to do for the day that are going to make the I just realized that I should have been looking right into the camera. I'm not sure if you noticed, but here it is. So there are some things that I've used in there to be able to take a look at my daily schedule, how I break that down. That's been great, especially using like a Pomodoro timer and breaking down what time I have left. Helps me do some planning and things like that, where I'm able to give it like a time limit that I have or a time frame and break that down. I've used it for creating versions of day-to-day activities, things like that. It has the ability to take a task that I've given it and break it down into actionable items. I find that I have to spend a lot of time coaxing the GPT or the LLM to give me what I want by telling it to be more concise, because it seems like it wants to use up a lot of tokens, whatever those pieces are of information that it's going to charge you for. So to limit that, I try to coax my models into giving me a more concise answer, because oftentimes I'm not sure exactly what it is that I want from them until I start getting some feedback from it. And if it starts off with a very long answer, then I'm just wasting my time, or it is wasting its capabilities. So I do a lot of things where I'm coaxing it to be more concise. So that's one tip that you might be able to use. Uh, Let me know if you enjoy this video or you have comments about your use of ChatGPT or other LLMs. Thanks.